Just checking in. Wanted to see how everybody's doing with their black hole challenge. I'm in here again, and I've managed to find a few interesting things that I think I will probably save for the next live sale because they're fun and interesting. I see you can see one of the silhouettes I have behind me. There was a whole series from Germany. I don't think I have them all. They were all based on fairy tales. The one you can see there is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and if I tilt this you can see there's a little girl trying to catch stars in her skirt, and it's called Diamonds from Heaven. And I have a couple more of those in my bedroom. These two just never got moved over there. But there's progress, and I'm going to show you what I found today. That, just adorable. So it's a little doll bench, single doll, probably American Girl size. Mom must have bought this for Mike. This is from 2001. New in package, so hey. And there's more floor space, but that's all fabric. That's all fabric. That's all fabric. She must have, like, turned this into the fabric annex. I did find a bunch of this, and I think, I made this one. I thought this was long gone. I would knit scarves and donate them to different places in Chester, and that's how I was using up a lot of the random bits of yarn I found. I didn't know I had any left, so I'll just go pack that away for right now, and then, you know, as I find them, if I find more, deal with it later. I am deferring decisions to a certain extent because I need the room set up to be usable. If any of you saw Antiques from Karen, Jan had a packed house too, just as much as all this is, even higher. You can at least see walls here, but her mother was an antiques dealer. It is packed to the ceiling, and you have to make decisions as you go, but also you need to organize it so that you can clear through things faster if your intent is to sell them off. So Jan is a firm believer that shelves will save my life, and I certainly believe they will save my sanity once I can get them in here. I am against the far wall, so I just have this right here. And part of that is that bunk bed, which we'll be leaving. So once I get through this, and Mike tells me I have to have the way cleared by Friday. So I have a feeling something's coming. All right, I'm going to keep going. Gary has finally gone out to do some errands, so hopefully I can keep going uninterrupted now, except for showing you any really cool things I may find. We'll see what I find, if I find any other cool things worth showing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep filling boxes for now. So how are you guys going on your black hole challenge? Let me know in the comments. What the heck did I find? So it was all just in this bag. There's a vintage Spirit of Nitra bottle. We have a date. We don't have a date. Don't have a date. This really old thing, I forget what they're called. I have no idea. I have no idea what it was, but it's just sparkly fantastic. That is a really old bottle with a vulcanized rubber stopper. A little owl pendant. What does this say? Hand painted Salt Lake City. I have no idea what had been on there. That's mine from when I was a kid. So this, I suspect, what is that? That must have been from a key to a locker somewhere. There's a couple of those. So that's a button. Oh, these were for across your sweater. And when back in the day, you'd have your sweater over your shoulders and you'd put a clip on either side and just drape it over your shoulders. I have a piece of wood falling on me from the bed. This is an old this is cool. It's got some discoloring issues, and you know, you're seeing it's a pity, like the cultured pearls over time, they do start wearing off. The glass bead underneath, the nacre comes off. This is an old pencil from a chenille. Now this is probably sterling, but this is something I remember finding at my great-grandparents' house. I guess that's a finial, but it's got this screw piece that fits in the bottom. Just some odd bits. Oh, I remember wearing this a lot in my teens. And it lost a stone, so it's missing one right there. No, it's missing another there. This is an old piece, and I just, no idea. Now that's an old key. It's a little bent. Wonder if that goes to the old safety deposit box, or the old fire box. Put that in my pocket. So no idea. No idea. And then, the pan over here. I don't know what's down here, but it's super heavy. Oh my lord. Okay, so for craft shows, I used to get these thick pieces of glass, and I would decoupage underneath, and I would put felt on the bottom. That's why this is so heavy. There's a bunch of these in here. Okay, so that box had been stuff of mine. But that's a good size packing box for stuff, so gonna have to take care of that. Take that out of there. Okay, more black hole challenge. This section right here, because this will be the last load going to the warehouse at Philly Flippers, and some of this is already packed. Just got to get it to the car, figure out what else I can send. I haven't found the lid for that yet. Turns out this not pizza, it's more fabric. Seriously, man, Jan, if you're watching, you and I are going to do a quilter's fabric sale at some point. I promise you that. We are. Alright, got to get the car loaded and then see what we got here, because this should give me serious room to move. Stuff that's down there is stuff that really can't go into another box just because it's going to take up too much space. Or it's, you know, stuff that's going to immediately get dealt with as soon as this is. Da, da, da. So, Black Hole Challenge is continuing. How are you doing with yours? Okay, they are not insurmountable. If this is your first time viewing the Black Hole Challenge, go find the very first one. See what the room looked like originally. It can happen. You can take care of those spots in your house. Whether it's, you know, your desk, whether it's the kitchen, you know, there's always one counter that ends up full of stuff. And trust me, I got one of them too. Whatever it is, a closet, part of the attic, whatever, that area of stuff you just kept deferring decisions on, you can do this. You can join the Black Hole Challenge. You can post it on my Instagram and leave comments on how you're doing. You can leave comments on this video on how you're doing. But just do, whether it's just an hour a week, that's okay. But just start working and making those decisions on what you're going to do with it. Okay, the car awaits. Oh, look, it's one of those old jars I love. I love these pottery jars, but I don't like the normal ones. I like the ones that say unique things, like this one's. Ashes of old lovers. I have others that say things like, you know, farts, dead wishes, eye of newt, all kinds of more unique things. I don't like the ones that say mad money, you know, greens fees, whatever. I like the different ones. So cool. Some of them are in my kitchen along a shelf, and eventually they will all be along that shelf in the kitchen. But for now, packing up. Well, that looks so much better. I do still have a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of albums right here. And some books. And that big rack there, which is all seed beads. But I can get to this part of the bunk bed, which is behind that door. This is all packing stuff and trash bags. So I will be using that up shortly. But that's great. Now there's just deal with all the packing stuff. And the lids for those little totes, I think, are over in the other corner. But this will be a great deal gone and enough to move. Because once I move the albums, I can get behind the door. And I don't know. There's a thing of lavender flowers back there, which had been meant for in my mom's room, but she passed before that could happen. Hey, remember that red chenille? She cut it apart. Because, you know, back in the 70s and 80s, who knew? You know? Who knew? We had a jacquard, hand-woven jacquard blanket that, you know, we used to use on picnics until it just shredded apart. Who knew these things were going to be worth, you know, lots of money? So, yeah. I mean, granted, it's missing bits. But she cut it apart for the fabric. Oh my. Now, I have a little more floor space. This is the last box. I have run out of boxes. I still have all of that. All of that to get to. And more toys. However, I think I will put him in a live sale. Because he's a reproduction tin toy. He's pretty cool. He's never been out of the box, so he should work. But I will make sure that anything I've shown here isn't going to be in a live sale until after this video is posted. If it's going to be in a live sale. That will be in a live sale, so I will make sure I hang on to that till after this video is posted. But I've run out now. It's down to the floor level almost, but I've run out of boxes. I have 2 here and all that stack over there. Plus there's 1 out in the hallway on the floor. So all that's got to go out of the way. But I've run out of boxes. So I think I need to go to Home Depot. Keep going. You know, it can be tiring. It can be difficult. You might only get 1 day a week where you can really tackle it. Or just, you know, an hour a week. If that's all you get, that's fine. Just tackle it. Don't defer the decisions completely anymore. Even if it's just sorting through, you're making decisions as you go. You know, you are making decisions as you go, which is why I have 3 bags of trash filled already. There's a box filled for Goodwill downstairs. Other stuff has already gone into a box for a flea market because we might be trying to do one of those as the restrictions ease up. But just give it a chance. Go for it. We all have houses that have somewhere in it that we've just been putting off, deferring the decisions about what to do with it. And I know what I want to do with it. I want to sell it all off, but I got to know what I've got. And I don't have a clue what I've got at the moment. And I need a room. So that's what this is going to be. A place to figure it all out. Film stuff. Show stuff. Organize stuff. The all-purpose Thisoverstuffedhouse office. I'll see you in my lives on Thursday nights at 11 p.m. Come have fun in the chat. Usually I'm selling something. Occasionally it's just an unboxing. And sometimes those still end up with stuff being sold right out of the box. But we have a lot of fun at those things. And if you like what you see, if you understand the journey, if you want to follow the journey of what you do when you've got 3 estates crammed into one house, you know, I know it's a lot of work. And there's very few resellers on YouTube that have gone through it. I know right now, myself and Antiques from Karen, we are both going through it. There have been one or two other resellers I know who have had to do it with a parent's house. I'm actually living in this house, so that makes it even more fun because it's a mix of my stuff, mom's stuff, grandparents' stuff, great aunt's stuff, great grandparents' stuff, and then stuff from an aunt and stuff from a friend who left me a massive book collection. So if you want to join me on the journey, by all means subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, and make sure you hit all notifications when it comes up and gives you the option, because I don't have a regular schedule of when my videos come up. So if you hit the bell and then hit all notifications, it'll send you a notice when my videos come out. Because with my work schedule and all this to tackle, and if you've seen some of my earlier things, you know my health hadn't been great to start off this year. So to tackle all that, I'm not on a regular video posting schedule yet. So hit that bell, hit all notifications, and have an awesome life. Bye. Careful of the legs. Oh, please be careful of the legs. Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. I'll cry. Because that back leg is wobbling. No, the wheel's missing on the other side. You know what it is? It's because the way they're carved, they're kind of like spindly. Woo. Come on guys, I warned you. I warned you about them. You want me to carry them up? Cause, yeah, I'll take them. Look at how skinny. And there is a little crack. It needs a really good cleaning. Look at that wood grain. My son has outdone himself. Now, the shelves are on the floor. Look at this. Gorgeous. Let me back up. This is, I can't get that far, but this is my 25th anniversary present. This is the china closet. It's gorgeous. And that wood is just a little cleaning and a polish. And this is gonna be a stunner. It's just gorgeous. And it's got the curved glass. Now, it was missing a wheel, but he's pretty sure that's still at the shop. And I was so scared when they pulled up in the truck and they're trying to tilt it, and I could see the one back leg start to bend because the carving is so thin. But it's got gorgeous work. And like, can you see? The braces for the shelves, those are all slot head screws and then a little nail to reinforce. They're all like that. So it's definitely an older piece. They're a little wear, but there's a lock. Now, I have enough old keys that I might be able to have a way to lock it. But it's just gorgeous. The door actually is a little bowed. And I'm sorry I can't back up further. There's just too much stuff behind me in the black hole room. I made them put it as far over as they could because I still have all this. Now, a lot of that is packing supplies, but I still have all that to deal with for the black hole challenge. But let me back up and show you. I'm actually backing out the door. And before, when I started this, you couldn't walk into the room. I'm now in the hallway. And all that is clear. And remember, this room was piled as tall as I am. In my shoes, I am 5'4". So, it's been a lot of work. There's still a lot more to do, but now I will have somewhere safe for the really nice breakables, and this will eventually go on that wall behind it. And then over here will be shelving. I want to have shelving from that floor to ceiling lamp all the way across. And then my desk will go over here and be kind of in the middle, partly out into the room, so that I can film from either side of it. And that's the plan. But there is the massive upgrade. And man, the kid is asleep right now. There's all the shelves on the floor. He's outdone himself. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm just, what's the phrase? Verklempt? Wow. I'm just amazed, and it's gorgeous. And you know, we don't want to bring anything into the house. It's not an upgrade. This is so an upgrade, and I am truly blessed to have such a wonderful kid that I raised. My nephew, son, is just awesome.